Okay, so here's my stools. They're all pretty much identical. I just got them dry fitted together and pegged with dowels here. And when I put those dowels in, it really does draw this joint together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these apart. Nothing is glued together. I want to work on these. I've got I've got some rough sawn edges on here yet. I want to hand plane those down. I want to glue these together flush. This one, for instance, this piece is a little bit low. So I'm going to glue everything. I'm going to glue the crosses together flush and finished. And then my legs have already been sanded, and so have these pieces, but not this edge or these edges here. Now, I'm not going to worry about this edge right here, although probably because I'm doing it I'll end up cleaning that up as well. But then I'm just going to put them together again, but the next time I put them together it'll be with glue, and I'll show you that process. So this is the first time I've ever made this joint with this offset hole for the dowel, for the pin, and it does really, it's amazing how that thing just draws that together. And when I glue this together, you'll see this. I'm just going to glue the mortise and tenon, and maybe just put a little glue on this pin as it goes in through that hole, but it's not going to take much to hold that. Then just trim these flush and go to work on my seats. So let me get busy and tear these apart. I gotta, like I say, I gotta work on all the edges here. These inside edges are cleaned up, but not the outside on the legs here, I see too. So a little bit of work ahead of me, but just wanted to give you an update of where I'm at. So we'll be back in a little while after I get everything all cleaned up. Okay, the aftermath of cleaning up a few joints. I had to use my little block plane, my hand plane, but I've got them the way I want them. They look good. I still have sharp edges, but that's okay. I'll take those off once I put them together and do a little final sanding on them. But let's see, this one goes here. And then I'll drop my pins in. This one, H here. So I think I'm ready to go. I'm gonna glue one up for you, and then the other ones will just be repeating the process. Got a little cleanup to do right there, it looks like. Got a little lip right there. This Mox and Vice, I'm really loving this thing, I'll tell you that. Just a little tiny lip right there. Guess I didn't notice it when I had it together. That might have kept that joint just a little bit open. There, now it's gone. Let me put that leg on and see how it looks. Alright, so this one goes here, and I need this one, G. E. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my crosses together. A couple of these are it's such a nice fit. I'm not even going to put glue in them because they're so tight. I have to just knock them apart. And this is one of them. And once you put finish in here, that thing ain't moving. Plus, this is going to be glued here and in these tenons and mortises. That it's just never going to come apart. I don't see any way that it can even wiggle or wobble, to be honest with you. But I suppose as long as I got it apart, should just put a little dab in there. Now let's put these legs back on and see how they look. That's it. Okay, I think I'm ready. Let me get things kind of cleaned up, and we'll come back and we'll get after this. All right, here goes. I've got my stool apart, and I've knocked my crossed pieces loose, and I've kept the correct orientation here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little glue on this edge and this edge, this edge and this edge. I'm not so sure I want to put any in there. It's just going to, it's such a tight fit, it's just going to force it all off anyway, I think. So let's just see what happens here with this first one. Yeah, just pretty much pushed all the glue right out of there. I'm going to grab a rag here quick. I think maybe next time I'll put it on the end grain. It'll soak up a little faster. I think it'll still give me a little holding power. But yeah, that's all there is to that. I didn't want a lot of glue squeeze out on these edges here. I got a little bit right here. So there's that one. Now this one, I think I'll just put the glue in here. And if it does force it up, it's going to force it to the top of that intersection, rather than forcing it down. I got my mark here. Yeah, much cleaner. There we go. Okay, crosses are done. So now we'll take one leg here. I need F. Like so. And then this is H, like so. All right. F. Okay, I want to get pins in there. And I've got glue in that hole. And I'm taking these pins pretty much all the way through. trim those flush later. Let's get the other side here, which is E and G. This one I'm going to have to do 2 at a time here. Okay, so E and G. I also made some new pins too, just in case. Oh, I took right down the flush. And I flip this. I'm trying to keep the pins going the same direction, but I'm not doing a very good job here. You got these two sticking out this way and these two sticking out that way. Alright, well, we'll get the next one on here. Double F and double H. What's this one? As I put this glue on here, I kind of slop a little into that dowel hole there, and almost to the point where it wants to drip out, but that'll hold that pin as it goes in. Oops, gotta get this. A little in the mortise. Okay. Move this one on. these two. This way. We gotta there we go. All right, last side over here. Move the camera so you can see a little better what I'm doing over here. There we go. Okay. Get some glue on the sides of these mortise walls. Okay. That one went in kind of tight. Anyway, she's in. Wow. That is solid. You can just feel it. And level. Cool. So I don't really have to, I mean, there's not much else to do to that thing now. See if you can see it here. not too, oh, there. Yeah, a little. So what I'll do is I'll let it set up. It's really not going to take much time. And then I'll come back and trim these pins. And then do a little hand sanding on them. They'll be ready to go. That thing is, well, there, that's right. Yeah. She'll take a little tuning up, but it'll be a nice solid structure underneath those seats. This A-frame type construction, I guess you'd call it. And these mortised and pin tenons are going to be, it's going to be a rock solid joint once that glue sets up. So I'll do the other three same way, and when we come back, hopefully I'll have some material to work on those seats, and I'll do some hand sanding in between as well. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back to you as soon as I can here.